Mitch, first Game 7 for most of the guys and yourself. What has the approach been by the staff since the end of Game 6, and how do you think the players have responded and just handled the hours leading up to this?
I think we've handled it appropriately. Played this team a lot this year and recently, so a lot of attention to detail, but not a whole lot of new for the most part, at least on the surface level. We understand the urgency and the stakes involved, and we're ready to play.
And then real quick, Sean Sweeney's been such a big part of the success of this season. What were your emotions, thoughts when you heard that Orlando had hired him or is in the process of hiring him?
Thrilled for Sean. He deserves it. He's had many of opportunities of potentially becoming a head coach, and so it was a matter of when, not if, even when I reached out to him to speak with them for the first time. Happy for Orlando. Happy for us. He's in the Eastern Conference. But thrilled for Sean. I think it's a really good situation. Know some people over there. I think it'll be a really good fit, and well-deserved, and very happy for him.
Coach, you said earlier in this run that you just try to drink water and breathe in these big moments. How are you feeling heading into Game 7? How's your stomach? How's your head?
Stomach's a little empty and head feels clear. So hopefully we can drink enough water and breathe slowly and enjoy it and have some fun and go out there and compete our butts off and put our best foot forward.
Coach, you've had this young group obviously all year and haven't been fazed by much throughout this postseason, but do you feel like there's been any advantage to your guys? A lot of your guys yet to play in a Game 7 coming into tonight's game, like kind of on the flip side, I guess?
I'm sorry.
Do you feel like since a lot of your guys, this is their first Game 7 in the postseason, do you feel like there's any advantage to some of these guys not jumping in that water yet?
I mean, I'm assuming you're asking about the lack of experience in playing in a Game 7. Yeah, I think, again, I've said this a few times, so not to be redundant, but I think experience gets used a lot of times in its best form without knowing if it's being used in its best form. I think the lack of experience a lot of times gets used in its worst form without knowing how it's being used. So, yeah, we're gonna focus on the same thing we've been focusing all year that's got us to this point. We're gonna focus on our execution, our habits, our physicality and force, passing the ball, transition defense, playing together, moving on to the next play. And we've had a whole lot of experience this year and in this playoffs seeing when that is done right and when that's done wrong. And so we're going to try to do that for more than 48 minutes as we can tonight.
Mitch, is there any advice you've gotten in the last 48 hours on just what it's like to coach a Game 7?
Yeah, for sure. I have a few people that I'm very fortunate to have relationships with that have been through this. And so it's a weird question to ask someone what to expect in a Game 7. And luckily I have one or two people that I've had the opportunity to just see what it's like. Again, every game's different and takes on their own personalities, but I do think a Game 7, for all the marbles type situation, there can be maybe some consistency in terms of some of the tea leaves or service level things that people experience. So I did ask a few trusted people.